Okay, obviously, Billy Gibbons, the coolest rock star of America.
Pretty much.
Like, of guitar playing.
He is.
Like, that, there's nothing not cool about Billy Gibbons, is there?
He is maybe the epitome of cool.
Yes, there's no questions. William Frederick Gibbons.
Yes.
Born December 16th, 1949.
There you go.
Of ZZ Top. We all love him. I don't know. I grew up as a kid listening to him in his strange years and fell outrageously in love. I'd never seen as attractive of women until I saw those MTV music videos.
The videos. They were good videos.
But there's some diehard ZZ Top fans out there, right? If you are a diehard ZZ Top fan, just like say your favorite thing about ZZ Top as we're going through this. But let's just talk about Billy Gibbons for a bit. Now, what do you think? So I guess we should start where he began, right?
We probably should.
So back in 1968, he was in Moving Sidewalks, and he actually opened for Jimi Hendrix.
I believe they were buddies, weren't they?
I think they were buddies. Like Jimmy taught them some stuff, and I would say that band was sort of the beginning of the psychedelic rock. Not that band itself, but that band sort of spawned the psychedelic rock of Texas.
Yeah,
and it's like a whole bunch of great music started coming out of that. And then you had the Grateful Dead out west, sort of popping out. Then you had the cool bands from Texas popping. But anyway, ZZ Top, 1969, first record, 1971, and it all begins there. So what are your thoughts on ZZ Top?
Man, I love ZZ Top. I just remember my dad listening to ZZ Top, but when I was a kid. We'd be riding in his truck. My dad had this old truck, and it was wood floorboards, and you couldn't hear anything. So if we were just riding in it, you couldn't talk to each other. But he'd put in a ZZ Top cassette and turn it up, and we'd be listening to she's got legs, going down the road. I was like, yes.
And that's way later.
Man,
we all sing that. We're gonna get to that in a minute.
No,
that's
definitely.
a very controversial part of ZZ Top.
Yes. But that was my first, and it's probably the first sort of blues guitar playing that I was really aware of, honestly, as a kid, even before I was trying to play guitar.
And it might have been mine too, because my dad was he listened to sort of R&B and soul.
Right.
He was Otis Redding and Marvin Gaye and a lot of that, and John Lee Hooker as far as blues. And so I was sort of hearing guitar in that respect. And then I just found ZZ Top again in a strange way. They've had a lot of studio records come out, and this is their 50th anniversary this year of being a band. That's insane. 50 years. But it wasn't until Eliminator came out in 1983 that I was a young child.
Yeah.
I saw these videos on this thing called MTV.
Crazy.
And there was really attractive women and really strange looking guys with beards.
Strange bearded men with guitars that spin around.
And I thought they were 85 years old then.
Well, yeah.
Because they had the hottest chicks in the world. And
they're the coolest cars, man. And you remember the little keychain?
Of course I remember the
It's
keychain. I remember the girl in the miniskirt. I remember the car.
Everything about it.
Everything about this man and this act. And there's a documentary on Netflix right now. Watch it.
It is one of the best things I've watched in a while.
We try to let everybody know. Jonathan's got a great thing that we're doing on our channel right now, where it's called Fret Buzz.
The Fret Buzz.
He talks about great YouTube content that's out for each week, guitar related. But we're also gonna, if you see these, watch the ZZ Top documentary. Yeah. Most of these music documentaries are not good or enjoyable to me. This one was phenomenal.
I thought so too.
And the Katy Perry one was really good too. That's a side story.
It's called That Little Man from Texas, right? That's the name of it.
The Katy Perry one?
Yes. No. The ZZ Top one.
The ZZ Top one. But okay, so back to Eliminator. So for some reason with ZZ Top, that's a lightning bolt of controversy because that record sold over 10 million copies. 10 million.
That's a lot.
It didn't go just platinum. Only
not
diamond.
a million, 10 million.
It's and this is back when you sold records and artists made money.
Yes.
So it's a different level. 10 million streams. 10 million
units.
Here's
your $17.
No, and that record, because they are a blues-based Texas rock band that had these phenomenal. What's the other record we all talk about?
Tres Hombres is the one that But see, no, I didn't hear that till way later either.
Of course, me neither, because we're not that old.
Right.
I'm a lot older than you, but you can't tell.
They were 10 years apart, by the way. 73 for Tres Hombres, 83 for Eliminator.
Gosh, so they had because 71's when they really had the first record.
Yeah.
And then that was, I guess, Eliminator's their 8th record, I said?
I think so.
But that record sort of opened them up to the MTV generation. The generation of, it's kind of like what Elvis did in a strange way. He took black culture and music and opened it up to this white audience, whereas Billy Gibbons and his gang of bandits brought like Texas style blues and old school and a lot of the black blues as well, from Muddy Waters to it's very John Lee Hooker oriented to me, to a mainstream audience with synthesizers and really tight drum hits, and God, they look cool.
And it just sounded so big for like three dudes.
And the packaging of it was just so, it's still iconic to this day. Like you see, there's a few artists, like you see Keith Richards.
Yeah.
You see, like immortal. You see Billy Gibbons, it's immortal. And like Jimmy Page. I'll watch any video of him on YouTube just talking about tea. Hello, this is my tea, how I fix it. And they're already, it's phenomenal. He's still Jimmy Page, and God bless him. But there's been nothing like it from American history in a weird way.
No. And there's this weird, like, when you see Billy Gibbons, even when you see other famous musicians react to him, right? Like, there's there's one of the live at Daryl's house, and then there's one with I can't remember what they're called. I think it's called Storyville, but it's a Nashville thing with Kenny Greenberg, who is the famous producer and plays guitar for Kenny Chesney. There's a couple of those episodes where Billy Gibbons is there, and even surrounded by all these other sort of all-star players, you look and then you're like, bam, there's Billy Gibbons.
There's an awe to him.
Yeah.
Certain artists just garner that, and I think his children, we were awed by him too.
Yes.
Because I literally would not know how old he is from 1983 to now unless someone told me on the internet.
Well, with the beard and the little hat.
He wears that little beanie,
the beanie
sometimes,
thing.
and
He just always looks the same.
And then now he's partnered with Magnatone a few years back, and they are making all these awesome handmade amps up in St. Louis again. And these sound, if you want the Billy Gibbons sound, like that's the amp. It's unbelievable. What they've done with it. He plays the same amp that you can buy, which is really cool. It's not like they're doing these limited edition. I don't even know if we'll be able to get any. Hopefully,
I got a good feeling.
I do too, maybe, because they're only making 50 of them.
That's right.
Of like signed by Billy Gibbons
and
the guy who makes the amps at Magnatone. And like autographed books and everything. It's a cool year if you're a ZZ Top fan. So we want to hear stories of like when you first were exposed to ZZ Top musically. What your favorite ZZ Top experience is, what your favorite album is. What else do you think?
Did I ever tell you about when I met Billy Gibbons?
No, you haven't told me this.
I have met Billy Gibbons in Nashville.
No kidding.
In a particular guitar store I used to work in. He would come in fairly regularly.
Awesome.
But man, he would just come in with this one guy who's a younger guy who was like, like his assistant maybe or his buddy, but they just act like they were buddies. And he would buy the weirdest like one day he came in, and you ever seen those little mini like Moore pedals, and they're pretty affordable. Yeah. One day he came in and he was looking for those and wanted to buy the whole line.
Just to try them all. Probably.
Just to screw around, just to, And he had on his beanie, had on his glasses, big beard, coolest dude, super laid back, chatted with you. Just walking around, looking at things.
So Billy Gibbons goes to Guitar Center and like just
hangs out.
Hangs out. And he goes to Guitar.
Oh, he's super cool.
I've heard these stories about him.
He's so he's probably not that tall, but he looks so tall because he's so thin.
Yeah, he didn't really ever put on too much weight.
He doesn't really look like frail, but he's just so, you're like, and then that huge beard.
Did you happen to see what car he was driving?
I didn't. He
was probably renting a car because he was in
They're a little tighter things in that music shop than here at Casino. I wasn't able to see the outside world while I was there.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so there you go.
I thought about some things.
Fire.
Last night. Me and Billy Gibbons both played Magnatone.
Okay. You do play Magnatone.
We both like to play in trios.
You do play in a trio.
Both playing trios. It's true, right? He's called the Reverend. I have been in and have played at a church even.
Okay. That was a stretch.
And we both have great beards. Basically what I'm saying is I could be like the poor man's Billy Gibbons, but less cool and not as good a guitar player.
So if you, let's say you were Billy, or you could get into Billy's ear, even though he has a better beard than you, how do you make your beard look so nice?
So we've put some things out lately, right?
Yes. I've never actually seen the product.
There are these people called the Beard Struggle. Awesome company.
The Beard Struggle.
The Beard Struggle. They're Vikings.
Okay.
I think they're like legit Vikings. I don't know.
They have beards like you, or do they have like beards like
No. They have
like
manly beards like Mr. Billy Gibbons. In fact, here's what it looks like. Ooh.
May I?
Sure.
Wow, look at that. The Beard Struggle. There's a Viking on this thing.
Somehow, we should get this to Billy Gibbons. Because
Okay,
I wonder if he straightens his beard.
He probably has someone straighten up for him.
He probably does.
Yeah.
Probably
he doesn't have time to.
an adoring legion of women.
I actually
straighten
think
his beard.
Billy would straighten his own beard.
I feel like he would
Billy's
too.
a real
He's-
person.
Seems pretty cool.
he's not
But
like-
his beard is like, it's just perfectly. It just lays there, so flat and nice.
Okay, so this is, again, what is this called?
That's beard balm. It's hard to have an awesome beard, Baxter.
It smells nice.
It does smell nice.
No wonder you always smell
I
clean
do
and
always
fresh.
smell clean and fresh.
And like, your hair always looks so pretty too.
That's true.
Anyway, Billy, if you happen to see this, we have some beard balm coming your way. Apparently,
We're gonna send you
Sorry,
beard
man.
balm.
It's
for
not
the beard
tainted or
struggle.
poison or anything. It's just weird.
No, you
It's
just put it in your
green.
beard.
I think it's white inside.
It's nice. It is.
I don't know what it does to your face, but maybe it'll do something cool. And these guys are Vikings, and they're big fans of yours, we've heard as well.
Well, how could they not?
That'd be weird if they weren't. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. If you like cool guitars, cool cars, and it's probably the coolest Americana music ever made, let us know what you think about these guys. Thanks a bunch. Jonathan, thanks for sharing your stories.
You're welcome. See you next time.